If you're a member of the baby boomers generation or possibly a Generation Xer, you might want to listen up. So, do you remember years ago when you were young, either a young parent or a young kid, of going to a place called Chuck E. Cheese? Yeah, that's right, Chuck E. Cheese, the home of the animatronics, those rats, running around. And of course, you remember all the different games they had. If you wanted to get your kid exposed to about every childhood illness you could find, take them to Chuck E. Cheese. Chances are they were going to come down with about everything, especially in that big ball thing. There's all the giant box of balls they just climbed through and you couldn't find. Heck, I saw a version of that on the Big Bang Theory, for crying out loud. But Chuck E. Cheese. And then you were trying to play all those games to get points. Remember those tickets you would get that would come out of the machine? And then at the end of the night, you go over to their prize gallery, try to pick up something that kids were never going to use, but they got a little prize to take home. But the worst part, at least to me, was taking my kids there to get a pizza. I've had pizzas that tasted better than a hockey puck. You talk about flat and dry, those were Chuck E. Cheese pizzas. But boy, the kids loved them. And then the show would begin, the audio animatronics and the music and the sound and everything else. Kids loved it. That was Chuck E. Cheese. Well, guess what? Chuck E. Cheese is coming back. But not the way you think. How about Chuck E.'s Arcade? They're bringing back Chuck E. Cheese as an adult bar. That's right, an adult cavalcade for those of us who remember the Chuck E. Cheese back in the old days, or the young kids back then that are now adults themselves, where they could go to an adults-only place, play all sorts of cool games, exotic games, all the games they remember as a kid, Donkey Kong, and whatever else games they played. Sit there and have alcoholic beverages and look at the rat running around, or whatever they call them. And they're opening all around the United States. There's 10 locations opening up from coast to coast. One of them happens to be in my hometown of El Paso, Texas. And I'm sure my friends will probably be there at this bar, adult place, because they figure it's going to be novelty. They figure the young folks are going to come there. The older folks are going to remember the Chuck E. Cheese. Well, here's now the Chuck's Arcade, all the games to play, all the things you can win, prizes you can win, dumb stuff to retrieve, whatever. They're going to have that. And trying to bring back the old memories, back in the old days when you were young. Well, now they're bringing it back for adults. And now when you're old, figuring, they have some cool games there. Chicks are going to want to go there. Guys are going to go there. And it's going to be a bar that everybody's going to want to frequent. Reminds me of the old Dave and Buster's, if you think about it. So that's what's coming, folks. Chuck E. Cheese is morphing into Chuck's Arcade, an adults-only place featuring, adult beverages and hopefully better pizza than they had in the original place. Am I interested in going there? Nah, I'm not. I'm old. But then again, my kids, they may think about it. But beyond that, a brand new place for people to go and spend their money, play the games, and, hang around with a rat. Don't know about you, but that's sort of one of the things that's off of my bucket list. Just saying.